Hi friends, I'm Sue Ann Delk. Today is Monday, August 31st, 2020, and this is my daily report and card pull. If today is your birthday, you are a Virgo, and happy birthday. So, the moon is currently 98% illuminated, and it is waxing gibbous. It will be full in, I believe, a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, but I think it's tomorrow actually. Current temperature in Huntsville, Texas is 97 degrees. Yes, that's hot. We have a low tonight of 81, which is still hot. And the sun's going to set tonight at 7:45, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 6:58. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Burrito is right here next to me. She's, I'm sure, very excited about pulling a card. What do you think, Burrito? Huh? No. She's giving some other cat the stink eye, and she's more interested in that right now. So, it's our last day for our cat deck. And then come September 1, we will start with a new deck, yet to be determined. I don't have just a whole lot of decks, so I may have to start looping back around pretty soon. I think I have 3, 4, something like that. And I have other things we can do if we get tired of cards. Yeah, Burrito's moved on. Burrito says she's just not in the mood today. Someone is squealing. Cut. You gonna come out? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come show the people. Oh, there she is. Oh, she said, never mind. Come on, you want to pick a card? You want to pick a card? You want to pick a card? Pick a card. She says, pick your own card. You don't pay me enough to work. Spoiled. Not feeling it yet. Where's our card? Last card of August. Hello, Burrito. There's our card. Look at the little one. Aww. What have we got here? Yeah, we've pulled a lot of fire cards this month. Fire cards. This is the 3 of fire. Oh, look at that baby. 3 of fire. What's going on? Here's our 3 of fire. We did pull it upright. Cats are curious creatures. We want to know what waits behind the closed door, what lies just out of sight or out of reach. Making a leap into the unknown requires courage. But how else do we get from darkness to enlightenment? This bold cat is making a leap of faith. Something just out of sight has attracted her. Perhaps it is the mystery itself that beckons, the longing to satisfy her curiosity about the source of the glow. The cat's advice says it's time to leave the safety of the known. Your next step forward requires some risk, but the rewards will more than make up for it. You've stayed in the dark long enough. If you want to find enlightenment, you must leap into the light. And for fun, we'll read the reverse, even though our card came out upright. Taking chances is how we learn and grow. But something in this situation requires further examination and may be dangerous. Look before you leap. And that was our 3 of fire. I hope y'all have enjoyed this deck. I know I have. But I kind of like cats though, so. Maybe we'll do this deck again in a few months. All right. So, you may remember that I had surgery late July, and today is my recovery day number 33. And I have to say that physically I'm feeling pretty good. No real physical problems to report. I think recovery's going pretty good. Still working on getting my sleeping routine on track, but that's more a disciplinary problem than anything, I'm afraid. So, my next checkup is going to be September 10th in the afternoon, and on that day I should get the pathology report from the surgery to see what they have to say about the parts that they removed. And so I'm looking forward to hearing that. I should have gotten it last Thursday, but the doctor's office was closed because his office building and all of the Woodlands were without power. So there was no one from my doctor's office in the building to see me or answer the phone. So I called and left a message and said, basically, you know, if you get this message in the next 20 minutes, please call me back. Otherwise, I'm heading back to Huntsville. And I didn't hear from him, so I went back to Huntsville. And that's pretty much that. It was disappointing, but I can understand that it's hard to keep your business open, especially in a building like that with elevators and whatnot, if you have no power. So it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to the 10th so that I can get my results and put that behind me. One less thing to think about anymore. So that's about all I have to report on that front. As far as Lola goes, you may recall I put Lola in the shop in the Woodlands before I went for my surgery because we knew that I was going to be restricted from driving for a while, and figured that would be a great time to put her in the shop and let her get worked on, and they wouldn't have to rush, and I wouldn't need her, and so it would be okay. And the warranty company kind of trying to not say something too vulgar. The warranty company dragged their feet on the issue and wanted to outright refuse to cover anything, and tried to say that we were negligent with keeping up with our oil changes, which if any of you know Alan, you know that that would not be an issue, because he's very dedicated to making sure that preventative maintenance is always done, especially when it comes to vehicles, and even more especially when it comes to finicky temperamental little European cars like Mini Coopers. they are not they're not always the happiest little cars, even when you give them everything on a silver platter. Some of them just they have to be temperamental, and they're just not happy about anything. But we've been lucky with Buster and Lola. Buster is he's doing real good. Lola is she wasn't feeling good. She had a problem burning oil to the tune of about a quart to a quart and a half every oil change, which I guess it's not terrible, but when she started smoking, that was too embarrassing for me. I don't want to be driving a car around that has smoke pouring out the back of it. It's just not right. So, called the mechanic shop in the Woodlands on Friday to see what the status was, and they said that the parts were still at the machine shop, and they would keep me posted on the progress. So that's what I'm waiting to hear, and they said she may be ready like early to mid next week. So we're still looking at another week. If we get real lucky, she may be ready Friday, but we'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath on that, and I don't want to rush them because I want the job done right. I don't want them to say, oh, we just got to rush this through because that woman in Huntsville is just being a real biatch, and she's calling and bugging us all the time. So we'll just throw this stuff back together and give it back to her. Maybe she'll shut up. I don't want that. I do not want that. I'm hoping this is going to keep her happy for a while. So that's what I have going on there. Kitty cats are doing good. Wall kittens are getting big. I'd show you some, but there's not any in here. So I'm going to wrap this up and get going with the rest of the things I need to get finished this evening, like sorting through a box of paperwork, because I've been throwing mail and paperwork into a box over the last month instead of dealing with it. So I need to start dealing with it. So I just want to say that I miss you and I love you, and I thank you for watching this. And if you haven't already, I hope you subscribe to my channel. And if you have, maybe you could share my channel with someone that you know who you think would enjoy watching me talk and watching me play with my cats. So click the like button, click the subscribe button, and drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you and how you're doing, and if you have any questions or comments, I love to read them. It makes this experience feel more personal to me, and I really like that. So have a good evening, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.